Welcome to How Preschool Teachers Do It.
I'm Cynthia.
I'm Alison.
And we have a combined 55 years of experience working with children, families, and experts in early education.
We are not random influencers.
No, we are not. Whether you are new or have been our podcast peeps since 2018, we are thrilled you found us. Hi, preschool peeps.
Hi, peeps.
We are cracking up because the voice that usually announces that we're recording is not, has laryngitis today.
She's missing. I don't know. She's missing. We're going to have to put like an APB out or
The
something.
two of us are just sitting here staring at each
We're
other like, is it happening? And we can see it's like recording. It says right there. Oh my God. We'll be okay, really.
Will we though? I don't know.
I don't know.
But I remember like that voice never used to be there, and when it started, it startled us.
Now
we're like,
a whole other thing. Where'd she go? She has the day off.
She's missing.
I don't know.
She went down to the beach. Maybe
she did.
Like
maybe she's at the shore.
Everyone else on the parkway.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So hi everybody.
Hi.
It is us. We are here.
Yeah.
We today are going to do what we've been doing for the last couple of months, I think.
Yeah.
We're going to do a circle back episode to a topic we did long ago to see if anything has changed. That's the benefit of having such a long playing podcast.
Yeah.
We can go back and say, I wonder if that's better.
Yeah.
Or somewhat better. Because I think that there's no such thing as perfection.
Correct.
So is it somewhat better? Or is it basically the same?
Yeah.
And that enables us to focus in on this really does maybe need some updating. I don't know.
Or have we learned nothing?
Have we, right?
In the last couple of years.
We've also, for a little while now, we started, instead of shouting out places around the world, we switched to shouting out people who subscribe for free to my Substack account. If you go to cynthiatarabush.substack.com, you will find that I've been writing on Substack, including things having to do with early childhood. We're releasing early episodes of this podcast on there. It's all free. So if you subscribe and you include your first name, you never know. We may shout you out. Yeah. Allison has a couple of those shout outs ready for us.
We are going to shout out today Mona. So hi, Mona.
Hi, Mona.
And Emma.
Mona and Emma, thank you for subscribing to my Substack. I hope you're enjoying what I'm writing. And if you're thinking, like, what is she writing? I'm writing some about early childhood and some about me just being a lifelong learner. And I'm getting the most amazing feedback from people. So I'm going to keep expanding that.
Because I'm going through some stuff.
I
thought about, like, just writing it out.
I process through writing. That's how I process.
I'm like that too. I'm a journal
I have a journal
person. So I was like, maybe I should do this, but do I want everybody knowing my stuff?
You don't have to. I mean, you can just journal.
Yeah.
But that's not what we're here to talk about.
Yeah, true.
No. We're here to talk about the topic of, is timeout still being done? Mm-hmm. So we talked about this a long time ago. Yeah. We've repeatedly mentioned it.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a frank conversation about whether this is still being done. Here's my perception, and you can tell me what you think.
Yeah.
My perception as somebody who talks with people who work in many programs, and I visit many programs, is that people will tell you we don't do timeout because they now know it's not good, which is a good thing, right?
Yeah.
People know this is not beneficial to children. It doesn't teach them what we want to teach them. It's not positive guidance, and that children learn the most through positive guidance, including about their own worth. So lots of people will look me right in the eye and say, we don't do timeout, but they are doing it. They're just calling it something different.
Right, which reminds me of what I think the original episode was called, which is Timeout by Any Other Name is Still Timeout.
I don't think that was the title, but I think it was the theme of the episode.
I think it was the theme. I think we mentioned that. I remember that phrase coming up in that episode, I think.
So I think it's a two-part answer to, is this still being done? One is, more people seem to know it's not okay.
Yes.
Because they're not calling it that.
Right, but if you're still doing it.
But they're still doing it. They're still essentially doing it.
Yeah.
And to be really clear, timeout is anytime you disconnect from the child. It's when you say, I think you need to go sit in our cozy corner and calm down. That's a timeout. Any disconnection.
Yeah.
So people have said to me more recently, well, they're telling me, I always explain to people the cozy corner was not originally intended to be a place where children learn self-regulation. They can learn self-regulation anywhere that we are in the space. They don't need to go sit in a particular corner.
Right.
And then, people tell me what you said to me a few minutes ago, which is about teapot.
That teapot forces you to have a cozy corner.
So tell everybody what teapot is in case people are listening who
teapot
don't know.
is like I forget what the actual acronym stands for.
don't remember.
But anyway, it's the pyramid model of learning, and teapot is the evaluation that goes along with that. So
Yeah.
then they come into your classroom and they say, here's the checklist of 500 things we want you to do for social emotional learning for children. And one of those things in there is you must have a cozy corner and it must have these things in it. And I don't agree with that.
Well, you should have a cozy corner, and you should have books over there and toys over there. You should have
However,
that. But it was not originally intended to be a place where children who are upset are put.
Well, yeah, but I also don't think that necessarily, like, I think the way the teapot kind of goes is like the children go over there to self-regulate or to calm down.
They can't do that until they can do that.
They can't do that until they can do that. But also, there's places in life that there's not going to be a cozy corner.
That's true.
Okay, so like outside on the playground in your own school, there's no cozy corner out there. So I used to tell the kids, go sit on the stoop if you need to take a break from, what's going on out there. And I used to call them the stoop kids. Okay,
Yeah.
So go be a stoop kid for a little while. But also, my safe place is my house.
Yeah.
And if I'm having a bad day at work, I can't leave work to go home.
True.
I would love to be able to do that, but I can't. So like, I feel like when you have this focus on like, you go there to calm yourself down, and then there is no there wherever you're at a restaurant, you're at, there's no calming corner. Now I don't know what to do because I need the calming corner. It's like you're making these kids rely on that when really you should teach them just the techniques of how to calm down.
So here's what I think you're saying. I think you're validating something that I just said, which is you can teach children to self-regulate anywhere. And in fact, they need to learn how to self-regulate anywhere.
You should be teaching them that.
Anywhere, because it could be anywhere.
If they're in the
when
middle
they're
of the
upset.
mall, there's no cozy corner there.
Yeah.
So I teach the kids at school, like, here are some techniques. Choose one that works for you. Get a drink of water. Draw a picture. Read a book. Snuggle with a teddy bear. Ask a teacher for a hug if you want that.
We don't have to march off to a corner.
You don't have to march off to a corner. Choose what works for you, because what works for me might not work for you. And do that. And you could do that outside. You could do that at a restaurant. You could do that at the mall. You could do that at home. You could do that in the classroom.
And while they're learning all this, we can't disconnect from them.
Yeah.
So if the child wants to go get a drink of water, honestly, I'm shadowing them and going over there with them. So they know I'm with them. They know you're okay, I'm right
I
here.
them, like, okay, go get your water bottle, bring it over here and sit next to me.
Sit next to me,
Yeah.
right? Come, you can get your water bottle and then we're going to sit together.
Yeah.
Or I follow them, frankly.
Yeah.
I follow them.
Yeah.
And I know that there are people who follow them into this cozy corner to talk
Yes.
about their emotions. So then technically it's not time out. The question is, are they out now in the public looking for where's my cozy corner? You know what I was just thinking?
Yeah.
So, our longtime listeners know that I have a son who's getting married in the not too distant future. I was just thinking, there's going to be no cozy corner at this wedding if someone makes me want to go to a cozy corner. But then I remembered an episode of a TV show where they all sat under the table. So maybe it does.
I saw that. Whatever show that was, I don't remember what
I think
show
it
that
was
was.
The Bear.
Was it? Yes, and they were all under the table.
Yeah.
And I could see myself doing that at a wedding.
Oh my God,
I get
so much.
like crazy.
Look for me under the table
It's
when I
usually
need
me
to
like,
self-regulate.
I need to go to, I'll like go to the bathroom and just sit in the stall for like a half hour because I'm like, I just need to be by myself, and that's the best I can do.
I guess in event spaces like that, or when we're out in the public, you know what the cozy corner is? It's when you go to the restroom.
Yes.
You've created your cozy corner,
and you
I
just
guess.
stay there as long as you need to stay there.
Yeah.
Like it is, and it's not even a full.
But you're not alone.
Time. Yeah.
You're not alone, and you're right. I mean, children need to learn. You can take deep breaths anywhere. It doesn't have to be in this spot in this classroom.
Right.
You can grab your water if you would like and bring it over to me wherever I am in the classroom.
Right.
I will sit with you wherever you need me to sit with you. Isn't that really what we should be saying to them? Yeah. Wherever you need me to help you, I'm there for you.
I will meet you there. Yes.
I'm there for you. I will come. I will connect with you. Right. And still so many people tell me that they send them over there. I mean, all the emotions posters are over there and all the emotions posters should be around the room.
Yeah.
Because wherever the children are, we can help them cope.
Yeah.
And they need to know that we are not disconnecting from them.
Yeah.
We are making every attempt to connect with them.
Yeah.
Because that's how we learn. We learn through connection. We're hardwired for that. And I've said that again so many times. People who are longtime listeners must be like, there's that again. But it's still true. It's still true.
It's still true.
And we need to be really aware of our actions. And I think we have to think to ourselves, have I caused disconnection? Because if I've caused disconnection, then I am doing timeout.
Yeah.
So A, it's good we all, or many of us know it's not good to do.
Right.
And B, we need to make sure that what we're doing is actually not that.
Right.
I've been in rooms of people speaking in person, and I've said, if this is what you're doing, then it essentially is timeout, and they just look at me. We're not, I think, in many cases, self-reflecting and thinking, wait, did I disconnect?
Yeah.
Because if I disconnected, what the child learns is you are alone in your feelings.
Right, but this is happening a lot. You know, like I just had and sometimes it's not even like you're putting a child in this corner, right? This cozy corner. Sometimes it's just like, I had a conversation with a teacher just this week, and the girl came up to her and said, I would really like a hug. And the woman said no. And to me, that was like, and she goes, well, because you haven't been listening, I don't want to give you a hug.
Oh, that's so mean.
Which made me cry because I was
no.
like, I would never, and even to the teachers, I was like, I would have just given her a hug. Like, she needs a hug. And what happened this morning is not what's happening now. So to me, that was like, you kind of put her in timeout emotionally because she's asking you for a hug. And she needs that to calm down. And you're her person at school and you just abandoned her.
And we become the voices in their head. So what voice gets implanted in this child's head is you're not lovable.
Yes.
That's what gets planted there.
You don't deserve
love. You're not lovable.
Yeah. And how brave of this little girl who's 3 to say, I need a hug. Could you give it to me right now? And both her and the aide said no.
I'm suspecting that our preschool peeps are sitting out there right now horrified at that because
that's what
if you are listening to this or watching this podcast, you're somebody who cares about something like that.
Yes.
So I think, punishing children in any way doesn't teach them, and punishing them by withdrawing affection is just the worst. Right. I was talking with people the other day about things that prior generations of parents did.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I was talking about how, like, they would say things like, stop crying or I'll give you something to cry about, and that's very invalidating. Yeah. And we were on Zoom, and someone unmuted and said, I got the silent treatment. And that's equally damaging.
Damaging.
Right?
Yes.
I got the silent treatment. They wouldn't talk to me. They wouldn't hug me.
Right.
They wouldn't show me any love until I somehow had atoned for my sin.
Right. Right.
Which was, a child's thing.
Yeah.
We have to be so careful that they don't perceive us as withdrawing love.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or that our caring for them is conditional.
Yeah.
It's not conditional.
Yeah.
It's not conditional.
Right.
It shouldn't be conditional. I will care for you and support you and help you no matter what. Yeah. That's what we're here to do. And when we do that, we teach children that they are worthy of it.
Yes, because they are worthy of it.
Yeah. I often teach that voice that lives in our heads that tells us you don't deserve it, you're not worthy of it, you're not good enough, you're not capable. That's not our own voice.
No, it's what you were raised with.
It's someone else's voice. I work with a wonderful coach who will say to me, whose voice is that? That's not your voice. Yeah. You know better than that. Yeah. Whose voice is that? And when I think about it, I can usually identify the voice.
Yeah.
Could have been, someone in the family, could have been a friend of the family, could have been a teacher. Mm-hmm. But I can usually identify the voice.
Yeah.
I know who said it to me. Or who likely said it to me.
Right.
I also know who likely didn't say the positive things. So, who do you want to be? I want to be the person where the children think back and think, she was a supporter.
She loved me. She believed in me.
She loved me. She believed in me, absolutely. Yeah. I recently spent a little time with an adult now who was a child in a program that I directed. And it was the coolest thing. Yeah. She is a lovely adult, by the way, so lovely. And she and her mother both, I saw them both. They both were like giving the program that I ran so much credit and me so much credit for her and how she walks through the world. And I thought, these are people who get it. But you know why they get it? They're in the child care business now.
Yeah.
They get it. They've been trained in it.
Yeah.
Most people don't understand that especially when the chips are down and their behavior is something other than what we hope to see or is inappropriate for the setting, the way we react gives them messages about their own worth, who they are, and what they're capable of doing.
Yeah.
And so our reactions have to be kind, considerate, compassionate. We don't withdraw affection.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've said to children who have really misstepped, right? They've really, really misstepped. And in some cases, as they get older, they know it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
As soon as you call their name, they're like, oh, they realize
Yeah,
what they've
yeah,
done.
yeah.
And I've sat with those children who I may have told a bazillion, trillion, zillion times
Yeah.
about this. And we know that the child knows it.
Yeah.
And so as an adult, because you're human, you may get a little frustrated.
Yeah.
And I've had those children by me and I'm like, do you need a hug?
Yeah.
Even though internally I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we're back here.
I've also told them, like, hey, you may have made a mistake, but I still love you.
Yeah.
I say that to them, like,
We all make
we need to
mistakes.
talk about this mistake. That doesn't take away the love I have for you. Because sometimes they think, like, oh, she's not going to love me anymore because I'm doing these things that are wrong. And I know
Yeah.
she's taught me a million, zillion times, but I keep doing it. No, I still love you. We'll figure it out.
This one
You know?
particular child, when I said, I know we've talked about this, and he was crying, and he said, I forgot.
Yes,
I forgot. And it's not that he doesn't know it and can't bring it from his memory. It's that he
Yeah.
was excited about something
Yeah.
or frustrated by something. And so you don't think clearly.
Right,
That's what he
right,
was trying to say.
right.
I wasn't thinking clearly.
Yeah.
But either way, any time that we're disconnecting, folks, you're doing it. You're
Yeah.
doing the timeout. I don't care
Yeah.
what you're calling it.
Yeah.
I forget. I was working with a program once. They had a big fancy name for it, and I looked at them and said, it's timeout.
Let's turn out.
I forget what
Yeah.
they called it. The self-regulation. Wait, I have to think of it. The I can do it. Wait, it'll come to me.
Okay.
It's something like the I can do it moment. Something like that. They called it the I can do it moment.
Okay.
And they were like, I think you need an I can do it moment. Why don't you go over to the cozy corner and think about what we do when we're mad, because you can do it. And it was like, it sounds, when I say it that way,
so weird to
it
me.
sounds so affirming, but you've just disconnected.
To me, it sounds like this whole, like, you just disconnected, yes. But also, like, but you can do it. Like, okay, what if they, first off, how old are these kids? They shouldn't be doing that alone. And how
They were
much
young.
pressure are you putting on them? Like, what if they can't figure it out? And now they feel even worse.
I'll tell you what I thought it was when I witnessed it. I thought, that's some toxic positivity right there.
Yes, that's exactly what that is.
That is like, what
Wow.
are you? Like, yes, we need to tell children, I believe in you.
Yeah, I believe
You can
in
do
you.
it. But after you've connected with them, talk to them about their behavior,
right.
help them to
Don't-
calm their
don't
bodies.
Segregate them and say, you can just do this on your own.
It's
You got it.
It's at the end of the conversation where we should look at them and say, I know you can do this.
Yeah.
I know you can do it. And next time, think about doing this.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Yeah, I felt like that was very toxic.
Yeah, it is.
All right. At
very
least I'm not
strange.
alone.
Yeah.
At least I'm not alone.
Yeah.
They really were very proud of it. And I think it's a lot of misunderstanding of what things like pyramid model and teapot say.
Yes, yeah.
It's a lot of misunderstanding about what conscious discipline teaches and the positive discipline folks.
Yeah.
A lot of misunderstandings about what they're trying to get us to do.
Right. Yeah.
We need to be respectful of children as humans who also make mistakes. We need to be kind and compassionate while having boundaries. We need to not punish but teach.
Yeah.
That's what all of these systems are trying to get us to do,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Even, folks, I encourage you to think about the words you're using around this. Are they even something a child can do without our support?
I'm telling you, the answer is no. I'm only saying that because there are many adults that are old that still need help with this.
Don't we all?
Yes.
Sometimes.
So
I look at my husband sometimes and I'm like, okay, talk to me, tell me truth. I need you to help me calm down.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Help me be calm about this.
Yeah.
We all sometimes need
Yes.
help with self-regulation.
Yeah.
And when you're young, you should always be offered that help because
Yes.
children are, when children are birthed to one, Erik Erikson, the theorist, said they struggle with trust versus mistrust. And if they learn that they can trust us, they move to the next stage. But I think we actually spend our whole lives testing trust versus mistrust.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think we're always learning lessons about it and we're always
Right.
testing it.
Right.
So even if they are not birthed to one anymore, they're still trying to figure out, can they trust you?
Yeah. Yeah.
And part of that trust is not just, are you going to keep me physically safe? It's, are you going to keep me emotionally safe?
Right. And if you want them to learn the proper techniques of how to do this, you have to be with them.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, hey, go ahead. You can do it by yourself. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Like that's what that program
Yeah.
is. That's kind of weird. Like, go ahead, you do it.
They didn't realize, though. They
he-
legitimately
he
didn't
might be
realize.
doing it, but then is he doing it properly? He just wants to get out of that corner or whatever.
I don't
and,
know,
like,
but they legitimately didn't realize.
Yeah.
And when I very, very gently and over time
Yeah.
pointed it out, they were like, oh, wow,
Yeah,
I didn't think
yeah.
of it from that point of view.
Point of view.
Right,
yeah.
it's from the child's point of view,
Right,
from the
right.
brain development point of
Right,
view.
right.
All right, folks, I hope you'll go back and analyze that and think about it, because I would like to, I don't know, how many years have we been doing this podcast?
This is year, I don't know, since 2018. I'm not good at math. What is that? 6? No, 8 years?
8 years.
Has it really been 8 years?
Yeah, 8 years. So I would like to, I don't know that we'll be doing it 8 years from now.
I don't think so.
But if we were, I would
Yeah.
like to be able to look back and say, okay, great. There's
Yeah.
very little, if any, time out anymore.
Yes.
And nobody's calling it anything
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Right? All right, folks. So there are several ways you can be in touch with us and let us know what you think or what you want to learn about. And we're happy to try and incorporate it into
Yeah.
episodes.
Yeah.
You can go to our Facebook page for How Preschool Teachers Do It podcast. You can go to our website, howpreschoolteachersdoit.com. You also now can reach me through Substack.
Sure.
And if you go to YouTube, there's a QR code that Allison's head is going to move other way. Allison's head's going to move out. If you go to YouTube and you look at the videos, there's a QR code. And if you go to the end of the episodes, a lot of times Allison will move out of the way so that you can see it and scan it with the camera on your mobile device. And if you do go to YouTube, do us a favor and like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Because that helps our algorithms
Yeah.
a whole lot.
Yeah.
Also, it helps when you like things on Facebook, when you read the Substack. It all helps. You can share from there. Sometimes I even put a share button at the bottom of my articles, particularly about early education. All right, folks. We hope that you will check out all our stuff, and we will catch you next time on the podcast.
Bye, peeps.
Bye, peeps.